So we back, and finally a video I've been promising y'all forever, the layup package video. Now, I've given y'all time and time again the best layup package in the game in various different videos, but when it came to me promising y'all time and time again to rank every single layup package in the game, we finally are here. Now, this is not going to be just that little average ranking every single layup package. I'm going to have some in categories, and I'm going to have this going from least to greatest, where it can kind of even be like a tier list. Now, this is not the only video I have been promising y'all. Also, the dribble tutorial. Now, if you guys do want that, I'm going to need y'all boys to show the support, so like the video. Hopefully you liked the video. If you didn't like it in that 5, I don't even really know what to say. Subscribe if you're new. Without further ado though, man, let's hop into it. Alright, so when it comes to the layup packages in the game, we got a lot of different categories we've got these broken down into. We got bad, mid, underrated, all different types of things. So you can put it like as a tier, and we're gonna go from tier to tier to tier to tier. Now, I'm also gonna have to go over bigs because those are kind of like really build dependent. When it comes to a lot of these animations this year, you got some that you can only use on small guards, you got some that you can use on pretty much guards and like wings, but pretty much majority of the good layup packages you cannot use on bigs except for one. There's only one layup package that you can use that's kind of universal from small guards, bigs, and wings. So yeah, I'm gonna have to go over the bigs, but we're gonna say that for the ending because bigs, y'all have the smallest like amount that you can even use, so it's pretty much that simple. I feel like the small guards have the largest amount, wings have a good amount, but bigs, they kind of just hold y'all. It's just that simple. Now, when it comes to the layup packages, let's go ahead and start it off. When it comes to the first category, we're gonna go over bad, worst in the game. And it's only one that I can even remotely say is even on that caliber, and I say this time and time again, every single time I go over layup packages, this has been the worst one every single year. George Gervin. Now, the only way I'll even ever be able to say somebody can get away with George Gervin is the fact that the double clutch layups, the acrobatic layups, or whatever you want to do, like, you know, when you just pretty much spam X or square to get like an interesting animation every single time, those are really, really tough to miss if you have acrobat on, and those are really, really tough to block. Now, the reason why this one is so bad is because it not only has the part of it being very, very slow, but it literally just like lofts it at the rim. So it takes, not only does the animation take forever, but the ball is in the air for a good amount of time. And with how many people try to go for blocks on this game, it's just not the most ideal layup package in the game. And it's actually the least ideal layup package in the game, which is why I put it as the worst layup package in the game. And it's the only one in the bad category. Now for the next category, I'm gonna call these the mid ones. Now these are some that you can use, but I'm gonna be honest, there's a lot more that you can use that I find a lot better. So first three, it's gonna be three in this category. So we got fundamental, J. Cole, which I gotta go to pretty much the animation store to show y'all. J. Cole, which you have to be under 6'5". This is not an under 6'5" build, but you only ever have like a 70 layup. And to be able to have these, you gotta have, where is it? We're fundamental. Fundamental, you have to be just under 6'10", and the last one is Jason Williams. Now, all of these have something in common. Now, I'm gonna be honest, out of these order, I would probably rank these in order from J. Will to fundamental to J. Cole. Now, J. Cole has a little bit more versatility than the other two, and I think I would use this before the other two. Fundamental though, the reason why it could be better than J. Cole is because of scoop layups. If you want to do scoop layups, I would say fundamental does kind of make it a little bit better than the other two, but I will say fundamental is not the best layup package for scoop layups. But yeah, Jason Williams, it's just slow, but the thing is, it's like a floater every single time, but it's actually not slow. It's not slow, like the ball in the air is not like, it's not in the air for a long time like it was with George Gervin. And it may look like it's a slow animation, but in game it's actually pretty fast, but you just don't get off the ground at all. It's like for really, really unathletic guards. That's really what I say all three of these are kind of for, but I think if you are like an unathletic guard, you can get away with using J. Cole as well. So I would say J. Cole is actually probably the best of the three, but at the end of the day, these are all mid or average layups at best. I would use a lot of layup packages before I use these three. All right, next is gonna be pretty much for the big guards, but they're kind of underrated. Not a lot of people are using these layup packages, and these are gonna be three again as well. So for these three, it's going to be LeBron James, which you need to be under 6'10" and have an 80+ layup. Ben Simmons, which is pretty easy to have. All you have to have is a 60+ layup, so that kind of adds to it. And Magic Johnson. Now, if I had to rank these in order, I would say Magic Johnson is last place, Ben Simmons is second place, and then LeBron James is in first for these. Now, LeBron James is like, if you really want like a low-key, long athlete layup package, this would be LeBron James. Now, underrated does not mean it's not like, it doesn't mean it's bad, or it doesn't mean like it's top tier. It's just underrated. It's like, I don't really see a lot of people talk about this. The only thing I say is, it's really good for what it does, but if you add in like the double clutch factor to it, it's one of the best layup packages in the game because it's really high in the sky. A lot of the double clutch layup packages are really good with these like super athletic layup packages. So hopefully I said that right. Hopefully I said that right. A lot of these layup packages that's athletic, they're really good with the double clutches. So like LeBron James is one that's really, really stupid with the double clutches. But Magic Johnson, Ben Simmons, kind of self-explanatory. They kind of got like a little hook shot to it, but Ben Simmons only shows the hook shot, but it actually has some really, really good animations, like when it comes to hop steps, when it comes to euros, when it comes to double clutch, all type of stuff. It even has some interesting like straight to the rim animations. Magic Johnson is kind of an unathletic version. It's like the unathletic of the three. That's why I kind of did put it in last place, and it is slow, but it does actually have some really decent animations as well, because it does have like some rondo stuff going on with it. It's kind of like a jelly, but you're on the ground, I guess you could say. But yeah, those are what I would say are underrated for big guards. I would say in order, Magic would be last place, Ben Simmons second place, and then LeBron James. All right, now it's gonna be the specialists. Now for the specialists, this is very simple. I'm gonna be honest. Now for the specialists, these are gonna be pretty much layup packages that are specialists. So these layup packages may do more, or they may just be what they are specializing in. Now, when it comes to these, default small is the scoop layup package in my mind, but honestly, you can do a lot more with this layup package than just scoops, but it's hands down the best layup package in the game for scoop layups. It's just that simple. So if you want to do scoop layups, throw in default small, it's gonna be the best. That's simple. Now, when it comes to the other specialists, you got James Harden, and another one is gonna be floater specialist. Now, there is one more specialist layup package in the game that I would say for hop steps, that I would say for spin layups and stuff like that, but just is what it is. It's just too good to be in this tier. Now, you could also argue default small is too good to be in this tier. I would probably say I might be tripping on this one as well, but I just can't see it, like, you know what I'm saying? I don't think it deserves to be in the tier of those two layup packages that just didn't make this part. So this, I would say the specialists are all pretty much good besides floater specialists. I don't think anybody would ever use floater specialists, to be real, unless you are just a floater specialist. And then if you are a floater specialist, you're gonna use this and it's gonna be really good for you. So these could, I guess, for what they are good, but when it comes to like an all-around layup packages, only I would say default small is really good. Not top tier or anything, but really good. All right, next is gonna be kind of like the good tier of layups, and it's gonna be a lot. Now we're starting to get to like the best of the best in the game. So when it comes to these, you got default swing, you got Stephen Curry, which I've never been a big Stephen Curry guy. I have to go and show you guys that. Devin Booker is one that they added mid-year. So yeah, they added D-Book, Zach LaVine, which is kind of an underrated one, which I could have probably put for underrated for like big guards, but it is what it is. I think it's good enough to be here. You could also put LeBron in this tier if you want to. Russell Westbrook, and Damian Lillard. I would say the order of this one goes: default swing last place, Stephen Curry. Actually, no, I'll probably switch that. I'll probably go Stephen Curry last place, default swing, Russell Westbrook, Zach LaVine, Devin Booker, then Damian Lillard. Now, Damian Lillard is my favorite one because it's just straight to the rim, but it does have some slower animations in it. So you could get away with having D-Book over it. It really is just a preference at the end of the day. This is how I would rank them, though. I think Dame and D-Book are probably, D-Book, and LaVine are like the most versatile layup package in here, where you could use them for a lot of different type of acrobatic layups. You can use them for just getting to the rim to get an open layup. These are some that's really good for like timing layups with Pro Touch as well. That's important as well, because I think Pro Touch is very, 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 very useful for people that like to use layups and stuff like that instead of dunks. So yeah, but yeah, I would still say Steph would be last, because me personally, I've never been a Steph Curry person. Let me show you guys that one. Stephen Curry, I've never been a Steph Curry person. It gives you opens, but like I just miss them. I just miss him a lot. So I've just never been a Steph Curry person, and it also is for small guards. So like I would say if you're like a floater specialist person, I would use Stephen Curry before I use floater specialist. But I'm not using Steph Curry. I'm just not doing that. It's pretty much that simple. But I do see why people say it's good. I put it in good strictly because a lot of people like it every single year, so I can't disrespect it. Just like when it comes to like his dribble pull up, when it comes to his hop jumper and stuff like that, you gotta put it in a good tier because it's really popular every year for a reason. So yeah, but I just personally wouldn't use it. And Russ, I think Russ is kind of underrated this year. I might even have it a little underrated on this list. But yeah, it really is good for like athletic and double clutch. It's probably one of the best double clutch layup packages in the game, I'm gonna be honest. But with that being said, if you're not using it for double clutch, I think you can get it blocked a lot. That's what I'll say on the matter. And yeah, it's pretty much that simple. So yeah, you got Stephen Curry, Default Swing, Russell Westbrook, Zach LaVine, Devin Booker, and Damian Lillard. So I was checking my analytics. Even with 100K, we still have 80% of you guys not subscribed. I don't know what else I gotta do. Now, if you guys want to get more in touch with me, you can join the Discord. But how you watching my videos and not subscribe? Subscribe! It's that simple. All right, now for the top tier. Now, this is gonna be the last like tier of layup packages that don't have just one layup in its tier. So this is gonna be the top tier layup packages. Now, the first one we're gonna go over is Jelly. Now, Jelly, I'm gonna be honest, Jelly is a bad layup package, but at the same time, but a very, very overpowered layup package. Now, let me explain it. Now, reason why Jelly is so good, you have to use Acrobat with it. You have to use Slither Finisher with it. If you don't use those two badges with it, it's not gonna be good at all. But if you use those two badges with it, it is very, very overpowered. You put those two layup packages with it, and you start double clutching with it, literally probably the most broken layup package in the game. Now, the reason why I can't put it that high is because if you play against a good defender, they can like a really, really, really good defender, especially paint protector, you can get it blocked a lot. But if they try to play hands up defense on you, it's gonna be tough. Now, really why it has to be a really, really good defender, because when you add in like the slithery finisher where it will change your animation, mid animation multiple different times, where if you do double clutches where it'll change it even more, where you also have Acrobat, depending on even if, you know what I'm saying, they're in perfect position, you'll acrobat it to a certain way where they don't even contest it. Now you're open for the layup. Now it's really broken. It's really broken. Now, the reason why, if you're going against somebody that's really good at getting blocks, that's because that's really the only way to stop this layup package. And I'm gonna be honest, it's not the craziest thing. It's just like when it comes to the timing, because it does so much in the air. It's just that simple. It literally just does so much in the air that literally you have to be a really, really good shot blocker to really get used to this. Now, that's if they're using Slithery Finisher and Acrobat. So I have to make sure that has to be up here because it's so overpowered with those two caliber things. It's really good. But at the same time, it is really, really bad if you're not using those two badges. So that's why it's at the bottom of the top tier, but you could also argue it's on the upper echelon of layup packages in the game if you use those two badges. Now, there's a lot of badges like that, or layup packages in top tier that's like that. If you use a certain badge with it, it becomes very, very broken. Next one, MJ. Another one, if you use this with Acrobat, bro, I'm telling you, these layup packages where you're getting stupid high in the sky, you double clutch with these, they are ridiculous. Michael Jordan is pretty much like LeBron James layup package on steroids, which is kind of funny, I'm not gonna lie. But yeah, it's really, really broken. I'm not gonna lie. Use this alongside Slithery Finisher. It's good. It's not one of the best layup packages in the game for Slithery Finisher, but it is really good. But when it comes to double clutches with this one, it's really, really broken. Not really much else to say. It's a stupid athletic layup package where if you can get really good animations with it, you put Slithery Finisher, it'll switch up your animation a lot, but double clutch is really what takes this layup to this point. I'm gonna be honest, that's really what carries this layup package. Allen Iverson is another one. You could really argue Allen Iverson is worse than the last two, but I feel like I have to go to here to show you guys it. Allen Iverson, where is it at? Oh, I gotta show off. Allen Iverson is one that's pretty much versatile. It's good with Slithery. It's good without Slithery. It's good with Acrobat. It's good without Acrobat, but it does go to a whole nother level with Acrobat. It's kind of like an off-brand Circus layup pack. It's kind of like an off-brand Kyrie. But I'm gonna be honest. If you have 85 layup and you're under 6'5", you're using Kyrie. I'm gonna just be honest with you. You are using Kyrie. But it is a really good layup package in the game. But it does have that one. You see that little one like layup. The only reason it's this low because it's an animation in this layup package that's just terrible. Just straight up awful. I'm sorry, it is. Now, for the next one, we got Circus. Circus is one that, honestly, I probably should have been put higher because of the fact that you can put it on more layup packages than the one that's at the top of this tier. But Circus is, in my opinion, one of the best layup packages in the game. It is probably the best hop step layup package in the game. If I was to do specialists for hop step, I would probably say Circus or the one that's gonna be at the top of the layup package tree. Now, Circus is really, I've said this time and time again, it's only like one layup package that's better with Slithery finisher in the game every single year, and that's one that's gonna be at the top of this tier. Now, Circus with Slithery finisher is really broken. Circus with Acrobat is really broken. So it's kind of like Jelly with that, but it's not, I don't know if it's as broken as Jelly with Acrobat because of the double clutch. But you can double clutch Circus and be really crazy with it too, I'm gonna be honest. You can get some really wild animations where you're really uncontestable. I will say that. But with that Slithery, I think Slithery is definitely top 2 layup packages in the entire game for Circus. But Circus, in my opinion, is definitely probably the best hop step layup package in the game. Now, next is John Wall. John Wall, in my opinion, is the most underrated layup package in the game. It's not the best layup package in the game, but it's definitely like top 5. I would definitely say it's top 5 in the entirety of the game. It has the 360s, it has the athleticism for double clutches, it has some layup packages in it for like Slithery finisher. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's really good. It's not like a top tier Slithery finisher layup package. It's one of the best. It's one of the best Acrobat badge layup packages. I will say that. But all in all, even if you're not using those badges, it is really good. So yeah, John Wall definitely top 5 layup packages in the game, and I don't really know why a lot of people don't use it. Now, last but not least for this tier, honestly, the only reason it's not any higher is because it's a layup package that you just can't use on all builds. It's just that simple. And it's Kyrie Irving. Now, Kyrie Irving is the best Slithery finisher layup package in the game, and it's not close. Circus is good, but it's not close. It's arguably the best Acrobat layup package as well. It's not. I would say LeBron. Like, a lot of these super duper athletic layup packages are really high. I think D Rose, if he had a layup package in the game, it would probably be really good for like the double clutches too. But I think Kyrie is really crazy with Slithery because there's just so many different animations, and Slithery is just so broken for stuff like that. So yeah, but if you want to do like the little hop steps and stuff like that, Euros, you can do that as well with this. It's very versatile. The only thing I'll say is it does take a little bit more skill than these top 2 that's going to be in like their own tiers. So yeah, but Kyrie, the one thing that kind of holds it back as well is that you have to be under 6'5" to even use it. So a lot of builds not gonna be able to use it. But I will say it is definitely one of the upper echelon layup packages in the game. And now, for the last 2 layup packages to really rank for, like, I guess everybody but the bigs, we got best, but there's one better. So this is pretty much the second best layup package, but if that layup package wasn't in the game, it would be the best one in the game, and it's Ja Morant. Ja Morant is really good. I don't think they had Ja Morant's layup package last year. Let me know if I'm wrong on that. I think they didn't. Ja Morant is pretty much a combination of Kyrie Irving, John Wall, and Circus all in one layup package. And it's really broken. It's good with Slithery finisher badge. It's good with Acrobat badge. It's a really athletic layup package. So if you want to double clutch with it a lot, it's really broken. It's really broken. If you're not catching the gist, it's really broken. And it's really affordable. You can use it for any build that's under 6'10", so no bigs can get it, but small guards can get it, big guards can get it, and you need an 82 layup, which a lot of people don't really go for, but it's easier than what the best layup package in the game is. So I would say Ja Morant is definitely on that upper echelon of layup packages. And then last but not least, when it comes to layup packages in the game, Long Athlete, do I even need to go over it? It's one of the best hop step layup packages in the game. It's one of the best Euro layup packages in the game. It's one of the best spin layup packages in the game. It's one of the best, like, if you want to do like an acrobatic thing into a dunk, it's one of the best layup packages in the game, which is really OP. But also, it's one of the best layup packages in the game if you're not using any badges. It's one of the best layup packages in the game if you're trying to double clutch. It's just pretty much just everything all in one layup package. Now, John Wall has some of the best layup packages within it, but Long Athlete is literally just a one-of-one layup package. The closest thing you can probably get to Long Athlete is probably LeBron, but I think LeBron is just way more blockable. And there are just sometimes when people will sit under the rim with Long Athlete and you'll just put it up over them, and if they don't block it, you're making it. It's just a fact. So yeah, Long Athlete is really broken. It's been broken for years. If you remember the curse of 2K20 with the hop step fancy footwork, Long Athlete is really broken with hop steps again this year. I wouldn't say it's the best because it's not nowhere near the level of 2K20, but it is still really good. But yeah, that's gonna be the best layup packages for like everybody that's not bigs. Now when it comes to bigs, again, obviously, layup package, the best one is going to be Long Athlete. But when it comes to the other ones in order, this is what I would say. To go over this real quick, because I already went over a lot of stuff, and it took me a little while. So, last place, I would say, where is he? Jokic. It's going to be Jokic. Let me just say that. It's going to be Jokic, but let me find him. Jokic. The only thing I say is, it's kind of like Magic Johnson, but slower. It's just simple, but put in the right hands, I think it could be good. Dominant Big is also really good every single year. One thing I'll say about Dominant Big, that's a really good change. It doesn't cost nearly as much layup. I feel like 80 layup for bigs was very unrealistic, but all you need is a 70 layup now. So if you want to be able to do like the little clear outs from 2K19 that bigs used to have all the time on their bigs, like if you were a slasher big, if you were a glass cleaner big, if you were a post score big and you wanted to do clear outs, you had to have the tape. Now you can have a layup package and you'll do them every single time. Dominant Big is the one for that. Now, so this is pretty much the best one for post scores. But when it comes to like a versatility to your layups, I would say the next one would be Embiid. Embiid would be the next one, I would say. Has Euros in it, hop steps. There's a lot of good stuff in it. It's just slow, but it is one of the better layup packages in the game for big. And then before we get to the best one, Default Big. Default Big has scoop layups in it, has straight to the rim layups in it. It's like an off-brand Long Athlete in my opinion. And yeah, it has pretty much a good versatility to it. And then I would say Long Athlete is the best one for bigs. But yeah, that's going to be the layup package video where I ranked every single layup package in NBA 2K23. It's only 7 days left of me recording this video for season 3. So hopefully y'all boys on that grind for level 40. If you're not, then it is what it is. It don't really matter to me. It doesn't make me no different. But all I'm gonna say is, bro, if you guys do want that layup, or not, dribble tutorial video, all y'all gotta do is like the video. If you didn't like the video in the first 5 seconds when I did it earlier, then I'm not gonna do it again. You're not gonna like it now, but hopefully you like the video. Subscribe if you're new, turn notifications, share this video to anybody, and I mean anybody you think it would help. Without further ado, man, I went over layup package in this video. I know a lot of people gonna be like, how is this a 20-minute video going over layup? Because I put that time in, and I'm actually want people that's gonna take the time to watch it to understand everything I said in this video actually meant something. So yeah, hopefully my time didn't go to waste. Hopefully y'all boys do appreciate the video. I appreciate all the boys that watched the video. Subscribe if you're new. Without further ado, it's your boy Fitz. I'm out there, man.
I'm a break up. Shawty wanna show her ass out. All black red got a good shot. One up, we got pass out. I got a whole lot of mud shot.
Tell them to bring me my money. Yeah!